From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Monday morning. We are mostly tracking rain showers this morning and snow showers in elevations up above 4,500 feet, but that would be in the Blue Foothills and also in the Blue Mountains. It looks like a lot of this stuff is exiting. Something else that we're tracking for this morning would be fog. We're seeing thick fog in Hermiston, also in Sunnyside, also in portions of the Kittitas Valley. So in those areas, you would want to take it slow out there on the roadways, and also you would want to use the low beams. On to temperatures now, I believe. Yes, temperatures in the mid-40s in the Blue Foothills, mid-30s in the Lower Columbia Basin, mid-30s as well within the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. So I'm thinking for the most part it's a little too warm to have to break out the ice scraper, but we'll see what happens to these temperatures, especially in the basin and valleys over the next couple of hours. Winds are a bit of a concern this morning, gusting upwards of 20 to 25 miles per hour up in the mountains. They're going to be a much bigger concern tonight, specifically for the mountains and also for the foothills. So here's the bottom line for the forecast. Mostly dry for today. The next round of rain and winds will arrive for this evening. It's looking wet for Christmas Eve, drier Christmas Day, and pretty active towards the end of this week. I'll tell you how much rain, how much snow, how fast the wind gusts could be, all that and more coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, traffic crashes have increased throughout the area, with Washington State Patrol investigating a deadly one that happened in Pasco. We have the details, plus what law enforcement is doing to minimize these collisions. And we are in the holiday travel rush as millions of Americans are hitting the roads and the skies, but experts are warning about the nasty weather in the Northwest all the way to the east side. We have the latest. Also ahead, kids in the pediatric ward at Cadlick get a big surprise as hundreds of toys are delivered. We have a look at the moment coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. It is Monday, December 23rd. Merry Christmas Eve. We're going to get right into your top stories this morning, and we're starting off with new information. Washington State Patrol is investigating a fatal crash that happened Sunday morning. It happened just before 10 a.m. on I-182 near Pasco Gulfland. Authorities say 23-year-old Erica Rojas Barragan of Pasco was driving west when she tried to pass another car going in the same direction. They say she hit that car, drove off the shoulder, crashed through the fence, and rolled, landing right side up on Argent Road. The other driver ended upside down in the median. Rojas Barragan was taken to the hospital, but she died from her injuries. The other driver was not hurt, but authorities also say Rojas Barragan was not wearing her seatbelt. And authorities are investigating another crash in Richland. This one happened last night just after 9 p.m. near the intersection of Columbia Park Trail and Rockwood Drive. One car rolled and landed halfway in the ditch, and authorities say a large part of the car became separated, which also landed in the ditch, and no other information is known at this time. And now we just told you about a couple of crashes, but there has also been an increase in crashes near the intersection of East 27th Avenue and Oak Street. This is in Benton County, and because of this, the Benton County Sheriff's Office will be doing traffic enforcement at the four-way intersection and in the surrounding area. Deputies say failing to stop at the stop sign is the main contributing factor of the collisions, and over the next few weeks, drivers will see more deputies conducting traffic to try and minimize the collisions. In crime news this morning, 4 people, including 2 juveniles, are arrested on suspicion of robbery, assault, and criminal mischief. 18-year-olds Esteban Santa Rosa and Juan Bejar Cardenas have been arrested on suspicion of assault and criminal mischief. The other 2 that are minors were arrested on suspicion of robbery. The Kennewick Police Department say the 4 were arrested after a search warrant at a home on the 5000 block of West Clearwater Avenue. Investigators with KPD say it stems from a robbery that happened on December 17th in the 600 block of North Arthur Street. Now, this is what we know at this time, as the investigation is ongoing, so we'll update you once we know more. Now, a local business opening in Umatilla with a new storefront. Greater Purpose Heating and Cooling has been in the community for about 4 years. The owner says they've been continuously growing, taking service calls one at a time. The Umatilla Chamber of Commerce hosted a ribbon cutting celebrating the milestone event for the homegrown business owner.
So I went from grade school all the way till I graduated here. So it actually feels really good that I'm able to create a business, and with the community, everybody knows me, so everybody's is really supportive, and I was able to create work for my employees.
Leroy Lopez Urenda says they offer heating and cooling systems, repair systems, and much more. He says he's excited to have a building to help customers with anything they need. And the business is located at 1271 6th Street in Umatilla. This building has been vacant for years, but now it's got a greater purpose. And more on Umatilla, the city announces the soft opening of the new pedestrian bridge. It spans along the river, connecting the South Hill region to the downtown. And starting this morning, the bridge will be open for foot traffic. It's meant to be a safe and scenic connection for walkers and cyclists. And this construction started after the bridge was damaged by floods in 2019 and 2020. Final improvements will happen this spring. Now, if you're looking for something to do for the holidays and you love Christmas caroling, you'll love the Neighborhood Carol Drive. Now, it's a chance to stroll through the holly jolly streets of Garfield and Kent, also 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th in Kennewick. Our team got to take part and they loved it. Now, Debbie Britton has been living in the neighborhood for 39 years, and she says the Songboard Christmas light decoration all started around the 1960s. People bring their children, keeping the tradition alive, continuing to spread holiday cheer.
There's a lot more fancy displays and whatnot in the area you can go to, professional lighting displays, but I think we're very unique because each family, each house does their own thing, and it's the only place I know we are unique with our signboards. So you can come and look at 78 different houses that are lit up with signboards, and we have no duplicates.
Britton says she plans on being part of this display for even more years to come, and the Songboard decorations will be up through December, and children are welcome to take pictures with the house lights. Making a difference this morning, Cadlick Regional Medical Center delivers a special surprise for kids in the pediatric ward. Hundreds of toys have been delivered courtesy of multiple organizations as well as law enforcement in the community. Local radio station 94.9 The Wolf dropped off the toys, and these were donated over the past 5 weeks.
I have Crohn's, and so we got out of the hospital with that, and it's a core memory of me to be able to go to the toy center. And one thing that we wanted to do was make sure that we can help keep that toy center filled.
This donation has been happening for quite a few years, and so it's such a gift because they end up supplying me with toys and things that I can hand out to kids not just at Christmas, but throughout the year.
This was their 7th annual event, and they'll continue to do more every year. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, Ivanka Trump says she's not returning to politics, and we have what sources in connection to her are saying is the reason. That's next in your political headlines, but first, Josh will have your full or your day weather forecast. Keep it right here.
The Season of New Tradition sales event is going on now at Overturf Kia. Save big on select new Kia vehicles. 2024 Kia Sportage LX with all-wheel drive start at just $28,999. Plus, get 3.49% interest for 72 months. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Christmas savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Find it online or pick up a copy in store. Find gift-giving favorites for less. Element's 55-inch smart TV is just $249.99. Save 20% off select $25 gift cards. Save $70 on Pit Boss's 3 Series electric smoker. And get a Philips 2-channel soundbar for just $34.99. Save now store-wide for your Christmas holiday savings, only at Bi-Mart.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado. For 200 accessories including dozens of humidors and fine pipes. It's the educated cigar.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Knowing these laws sets my truck wreck team apart. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Hit by a big truck, our team knows truck wrecks and how to win for you. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
'Twas just before Christmas, and the sale even Scrooge can't afford to miss is coming!
From 6 p.m. until the wee hour tonight, it's Griggs' famous all-night sale.
And all day today and tonight, Griggs is taking a whopping 25% off all toys. Check today's paper for spectacular hourly specials, unbelievable discounts, and gifts at clearance prices.
And all day and all night tonight, an extra 25% off all toys.
So don't go to sleep. Come to Griggs' famous all-night sale until the wee hours. Griggs, 801 West Columbia Street, Pasco.
We're the new hosts of Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Each week, we'll help a family by helping them build new homes. Are you guys ready to your new house?
This is what home feels like.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. The National Weather Service in Pendleton has issued a high wind warning in place for the Blue Foothills of Umatilla County, and then a wind advisory in place for the Blue Foothills of Morrow County and Walla Walla County. So this runs from 10 p.m. tonight to 7 in the morning on Tuesday. Stick around and we'll show you just how fast some of these wind gusts could be. Okay, now on to past conditions for this morning. It's packed snow for US 2 at Stevens Pass. Traction tires are advised, and then we'll take it down to, I believe it's I-90 at Snoqualmie Pass is next. Slushy, traction tires advised here, and then we'll take it down to US Highway 12 at White Pass. Slushy, traction tires also advised, and then finally we'll slide down to the Blues, where Oregon 204 at Tollgate. Slushy, you do have to carry chains. All right, here's your day planner for today for lower elevations. By the time we get to 7 this morning, I'm thinking fog for the valleys. Some fog has already started to form for the basin, so I might have to amend this forecast. But then by the time we get to lunchtime, could have some fog still lingering for the valleys. Some models are indicating that we could see a decent amount of sunshine today for the basin. Definitely pretty warm with winds gusting out of the south, upwards of around 50 degrees for today, and then by the time we get to 4 p.m. a little bit cooler, temperatures in the 30s and 40s, clouds starting to increase at this point. So for today, a mostly dry day, could have some small rain chances in the foothills and in the mountains. A little bit breezy for the mountains throughout today, but winds really cranking up out of the south and east, gusting upwards of 50 miles per hour at times, specifically for the Blues. Widespread rain at this point. I'll time this out. I'll tell you how much rain and snow we're anticipating from the storm system, and all that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In your political headlines this morning, President-elect Donald Trump announces new picks for his administration over the weekend. In a social media post on Saturday, Trump tapped reality TV producer and former MGM television chairman Mark Burnett as special envoy to the United Kingdom. Burnett produced Trump's reality show, The Apprentice, which helped make Trump a household name. Burnett will work to enhance diplomatic relations and will focus on areas of mutual interest, including trade, investment opportunities, and cultural exchanges. Now, Trump also announced his nomination of Houston Rockets owner and businessman Tillman Fertitta as the U.S. ambassador to Italy, and the billionaire has long been a Trump supporter. In a statement, Trump said he founded and built one of the country's premier entertainment and real estate companies. Turning now to Trump's daughter, Ivanka Trump, she says she's leaving politics to live more of a private life with her husband, Jared Kushner. The 43-year-old has worked for her father since she was 23, and when Trump left office in January of 2021, that is when she left. And sources close to her say while she will not be serving as an advisor during Trump's second term, she is still doing some, quote, quiet investing in certain areas of interest. Now, in more political news, the U.S. Senate passes a bipartisan bill, one that would increase Social Security benefits for teachers, firefighters, and police officers. The Social Security Fairness Act passed 76 to 20. It eliminates 2 provisions that reduced benefits for roughly 3 million federal, state, and local public sector workers, and the bill passed the House with overwhelming bipartisan support last month. Now, if signed into law by President Biden, it would apply to all benefits payable after December 2023. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, we are in the throes of the holiday travel rush and millions of Americans will be hitting the roads and the skies. But experts are warning about nasty weather occurring here in the Northwest all the way to the east side. We have how this could disrupt your travel plans right after the break.
Hi, I'm Pastor Steve Winery from Calvary Chapel Tri-Cities. Christmas is coming up, and we're going to have a Christmas Eve service in our outdoor amphitheater. There'll be bonfires, candle lighting, Christmas caroling. It's going to be a family service, and we'd love to have you join us. If you do come, bring a chair and a blanket. If you don't want to brave the weather, we'll have an inside option with live streaming available. Hope to see you there.
That's what you said.
Do you know what's going on in your backyard?
The can out in front, they score! That's American hockey, baby!
I'm David Muir. I know who you are. Thank you so much for making Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest and ABC's Good Morning America the most watched morning news on local TV.
And Doug.
Whoa, Limu, we're in a parade! Everyone, customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Customize and save!
And then I wake up.
And you have the stream every night?
Yeah, every night.
I see.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. At the Pacific Clinic, we understand the juggle of parenthood. That's why the PC is your one-stop shop for all your health, sports, and medical needs. Schedule your appointments around your favorite group fitness classes and use our on-site childcare services.
From women's health to care for your little ones, we practice a comprehensive approach to keep your family feeling great.
With our quick and convenient scheduling, we'll get you in within the same week, often the next day. Call us today at 509-783-5465.
Save for your Christmas holiday at Bi-Mart, including bonus zone savings on Elements 55-inch smart TV for just $249.99. Store-wide Christmas savings are happening now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book.
Come discover our hand-picked collections at D-Lynn's Boutique. Whether you're shopping for a cozy weekend getaway or a special night out, D-Lynn's Boutique has everything you need to shine this winter. Visit us in-store or online and let us help you wrap the season in style.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and step you through the forecast. Lots to talk about with this one. So for today, we'll have small chances of rain this morning in the Cascades, Blues, and Blue Foothills, but it'll be a mostly dry day. And then for tonight, rain starts to pick up this evening across the map, likely reaching peak intensity after midnight. Snow levels will mostly be up around 5,000 feet overnight, so snow likely won't impact Snoqualmie Pass or Cabbage Hill. However, we can't rule out a light glaze of freezing rain during the mid to late evening for Snoqualmie Pass. One of the biggest impacts from tonight is going to be the winds gusting out of the south and southeast, upwards of 45 miles per hour for the Cascades, 35 miles per hour for the Blue Foothills, up to 50 miles per hour in the Blue Mountains. So if we did see some downed tree limbs, maybe even some spotty power outages, I would not be that shocked. Okay, now let's pivot to Tuesday, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve will be a wet day, especially to start, but we will trend drier after lunchtime, although that process will take longer for the Cascades, Blues, and Blue Foothills. And then for Christmas Eve night, a few light rain showers could be left over in the lower Columbia Basin and Blue Foothills during the mid to late evening, but lower elevations should mostly be dry. Snow levels will likely drift below 3,000 and 3,500 feet, so we could see a transition of snow for Snoqualmie Pass and Cabbage Hill by the early to mid mid-evening. Snow will likely end in the Blues before midnight, but meanwhile, it could last through the night in the Cascades. So here are some of the snowfall totals we're thinking for Monday and Tuesday. I'm thinking 3 to 6 inches for US 2 and US 12, anywhere between 1 to 2 inches for I-90, also for US 97. No snow for the basin, no snow for the foothills, and anywhere between a trace to a couple of inches for our Blue Mountain passes. Here are the water distributions we're thinking for Monday and Tuesday, anywhere between 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch for the valleys, between 1/4 to 1/2 for the basin, foothills, and Cascades, and between 1/2 to 3/4 for the Blues. Here's additional snowfall we're thinking for Christmas Day. 3 to 4 inches for Snoqualmie Pass, less than 1 inch for Cabbage Hill, but likely more for Tollgate, more for White Pass. Snow levels mostly between 2,000 and 3,500 feet. Then we have a follow-up storm system into Thursday and Friday. We'll get to that one in a second, but here's some of the water totals we're thinking for Christmas Day. Up to 1 inch, 1.5 inches of water for the Cascades, definitely a lot less for the rest of the region. Now on to Thursday and Friday, maybe 2 to 3 more inches of snow for Snoqualmie Pass, less than 1 inch for Cabbage Hill, but obviously more for Tollgate and White Pass. And this one also looking like a very wet storm system, especially for the mountains, where we could have between 1 inch to 2.5 inches of water. And we'll have another storm system into Saturday and Sunday. So this just kind of continues, and temperatures staying roughly about 5 to 15 degrees above average for this time of the year. My, oh my. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Mostly dry Christmas Day, then wetter and warmer for Thursday and beyond. In Yakima, small shower chances Christmas Day, then rain likely Thursday through Saturday. In Ellensburg, the same cycle as Yakima. Small rain chances Christmas Day, then rain likely past Thursday. In Hermiston, a mostly dry holiday, then wetter and warmer starting the day after Christmas. Then for Walla Walla, also mostly dry Christmas Day, but our pattern turns wetter again starting on Thursday.
Thank you, Josh. Now looking at weather nationally, experts are warning about nasty weather from here in the Northwest all the way to the East Coast. This amid the holiday travel rush as millions of Americans hit the roads and the skies. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the latest.
This morning, with more than 100 million Americans ready to take to the roads and skies, a fast-moving winter storm could be ready to throw travel plans into chaos. An Arctic blast has already dumped snow on several states from Pennsylvania to Massachusetts. And as we head into the holiday week, winter weather advisories are in effect for parts of the Great Lakes and northern New England as the next storm system moves in.
We're tracking a snowstorm that will bring snow to Chicago and Detroit by Monday evening. That then moves into upstate New York and western Pennsylvania early Tuesday morning. And by about 9 a.m. on Christmas Eve, snow anticipated along the I-95 corridor. Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire up to 6 inches. And we could see a coating making for a white Christmas potentially in New York City.
But that could complicate things for the nearly 8 million Americans flying to their destinations, gearing up for long lines to get through security.
50 feet from the door, and then it'll be outside. So it's a long time.
The TSA is expecting a 6.2% increase in passengers at checkpoints compared to last year. But despite the crowds, many travelers say they've been pleasantly surprised.
It's been pretty smooth, yeah, so far.
For those opting to drive, you can expect plenty of company. AAA says nearly 107 million people will be driving to celebrations. Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, you may have heard the controversy around the promotion of the movie It Ends With Us from earlier this year, but there are now new developments. Blake Lively, who played the main character, is suing her co-star and director of the movie, and we have more details after the break.
Are you ready to step up and save lives? Umatilla County Fire District No. 1 is calling on firefighters, EMTs, and paramedics to join our team. Experience the thrill of the front lines, excellent pay and benefits, and great opportunities for advancement. With every emergency, you'll make a difference and become a hero in the community. Don't just work a job, embrace a mission. Umatilla County Fire District No. 1. Apply now at ucfd1.org and join our team. We're looking for heroes like you.
In Tri-Cities, there's a reason the 2025 Mercedes-Benz GLC is the most popular luxury SUV on our roads. With cutting-edge safety and technology, whether it's George Washington Way or far, far away, the 4MATIC all-wheel drive and self-leveling suspension ensure you have control in any condition. Visit us today for exclusive financing and lease options on the new Mercedes-Benz GLC 300. Like this Mercedes-Benz of Tri-Cities offer for only $519 a month.
'Twas just before Christmas, and the sale even Scrooge can't afford to miss is coming!
From 6 p.m. until the wee hour tonight, it's Griggs' famous all-night sale.
And all day today and tonight, Griggs is taking a whopping 25% off all toys. Check today's paper for spectacular hourly specials, unbelievable discounts, and gifts at clearance prices.
And all day and all night tonight, an extra 25% off all toys.
So don't go to sleep. Come to Griggs' famous all-night sale until the wee hours. Griggs, 801 West Columbia Street, Pasco.
These are real people seeking solutions to real pain.
I have plantar fasciitis.
My feet, my knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports. Clinically proven. Significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm not feeling any pain. My heel, that's where I always feel it.
Pressure off your knees?
Yeah, actually. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Take back the life you love and book your personalized arch support fitting today.
Christmas savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Find it online or pick up a copy in store. Save big in the bonus zone. Owner's Choice 30-roll bath tissue or 12-roll paper towels are just $19.99. Sterilite 18 and 30-gallon totes are $5.99 and $9.99. Plus stock up on pantry essentials. Find great savings on Frito-Lay party-size bags, Blue Diamond bagged almonds, Dawn dish soap, and more. Save now with Christmas holiday savings only at Bi-Mart.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, actress Blake Lively has filed a civil rights complaint against her co-star and director of the movie that she starred in earlier this year.
The film It Ends With Us also starred Justin Baldoni. Lively has accused him of sexual harassment and retaliation. She alleges he and his team designed a plan to destroy her reputation.
Lively's complaint was filed in California on Friday, and she claims that during the filming of It Ends With Us, a meeting took place to address a hostile work environment that nearly stopped production of the movie.
Lively's husband, actor Ryan Reynolds, was present at the meeting. Lively claims Baldoni routinely showed her members of her team and other cast members nude videos and still pictures of women.
The 37-year-old actress also says Baldoni and the film's producer, Jamie Heath, would talk about their addiction to pornography and would make disparaging comments to Lively and her team. Baldoni has denied any wrongdoing.
The Hollywood Reporter says it has learned the talent agency William Morris Endeavor dropped Baldoni as a client after Lively's complaint was filed.
Now in more entertainment news, the 2 surviving Beatles members reunited on stage in London this past Thursday.
When Sir Paul McCartney surprised fans with a special guest on the final night of his Got Back tour and brought Ringo Starr on stage.
And the 2 embraced before rocking out together, treating concertgoers to a performance of Sgt. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band and Helter Skelter.
This is the first time the 2 have reunited since they last performed together in 2019 at Dodger Stadium for McCartney's Freshen Up tour.
That is always the best part of a concert, when they have a surprise guest. And you're just...
And it's another Beatle. I don't think it gets better than that. Yeah.
And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 5:30, FEMA is awarding Umatilla County Fire District number 1 with a huge grant, and they know exactly what they plan to do with the money. Riley Fitzgerald breaks it down for us in the next half hour. But first, here are your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Apple is reportedly developing a doorbell camera that works with Face ID. It's designed to unlock the door to your home with the same biometric technology used to unlock your iPhone. Bloomberg says the smart doorbell device could be released by the end of 2025. Next, Google Photos is testing new ways for you to access your pictures. It's a line of 4 shortcuts beneath the top bar for your favorite photos, which were recently added. Your last viewed album and, of course, your trash. The change appears to only be for iOS for the time being. And a World Cup coup for Netflix. The streaming service will have the exclusive U.S. broadcasting rights to the women's tournament in 2027 and 2031. The move adds another sport to the Netflix portfolio, which includes 2 NFL games this week on Christmas Day. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Rhiannon and Allie. Have a great day.
Is you. Max, what makes you, you.
Speak now or forever hold your...
Only took 4-hour cough liquid? Unlike Robitussin DM, Delsum Liquid offers 12 hours of cough relief all day or night. Delsum, cough crisis averted.
Hey, it's me, your very dry skin. New CeraVe Intensive Moisturizing Lotion with hydrourea and 3 essential ceramides helps restore my natural barrier and relieves my dryness for up to 72 hours.
New CeraVe Intensive Moisturizing Lotion.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
And thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, last week you had 2 days that were kind of rough. You missed that 3-degree guarantee, but how did you do for Friday?
Yeah, we hit it again. So now I'm back to a 2-day win streak. Let's go ahead and show you some of the stats from Friday. So the forecast high I went with was 43 degrees for Pasco. It verified at 45 degrees within the 3-degree threshold. So that means that the jackpot goes up to $50. So here's the deal for today. I'm going with the forecast high 51 degrees. If it verifies between 48 to 54 degrees, that means that the jackpot's going to go up to $75. But if my forecast falls outside, or if the actual high, falls outside of that range, then that means that the jackpot could be yours. So to find out how to win the jackpot, go to applevalleynewsnow.com, click on contest, or you could scan the QR code that is currently on your screen. And now it's off your screen as we have some weather to talk about. We have these rain and snow showers mainly above 4,500 feet, but exiting the blue foothills. But don't you worry, folks, we have a lot more rain and even some more snow where that came from. Right now, visibility is a concern in Hermiston. Less so in Hermiston as opposed to Sunnyside in the lower Yakima Valley, also up in the Kittitas Valley where visibility looking pretty rough for this morning. In those areas, take it slow on the roadways and use the low beams. Right now, temperatures are up into the 30s and 40s across the region, mid-40s in the Blue Foothills, but mid-30s for the lower Columbia Basin and for the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys. For right now, it's just a little bit too warm for any of us to have to break out the ice scraper. Winds are a factor this morning, gusting between 20 to 25 miles per hour for the mountain ranges. For tonight, winds are going to be a big-time factor for the mountains and also for the foothills. Here's your coatcast for today for the Tri-Cities. Heavy jacket stuff for this morning. I'm thinking probably light jacket stuff by the time we get to the peak of daytime heating. Right around 50 degrees will end up being about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. Then breaking out the raincoat for late tonight, as that's when we'll see the arrival of that next storm system. So for today, we're thinking if we do have areas socked in with fog, that would probably be in the valleys, but mostly sunny to partly cloudy for the basin and for the foothills. And I'll take you on a zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now we start this half hour off in Oregon. FEMA is awarding Umatilla County Fire District Number 1 with a $6.9 million grant. Riley Fitzgerald tells us with this money, the district plans to hire 16 new firefighter paramedics.
Umatilla County Fire District Number 1 is planning on an expansion. The recently awarded FEMA grant titled SAFER for Staffing for Adequate Fire and Emergency Response is going to give the UCFD the ability to bring on more staff.
We cover a really large area from Hermiston, Stanfield, Echo, and Umatilla. So that additional 16 firefighters and paramedics is really going to increase our capacity to help the community.
Timber Hunt is the communications coordinator with the fire district. She says the district recently invested around $14 million into station renovations, updated equipment, and apparatus. With around 48,000 people in the district and ever growing, the need for more firefighters is continuing to grow.
Get down.
We average about 17 calls a day, so increasing the amount of people that we have on staff not only builds camaraderie among the teams going out, but allows us we have to have the full staff that we need.
The district currently has 45 full-time state-certified firefighters and paramedics with 25 volunteers.
We have a really amazing health and wellness program, and we really pride ourselves on taking care of the individuals. This is not just a place you come into work and clock in and out. It's really a family, and we really foster that, and we invest in things like counseling for our first responders, an EAP, an employee assistance program. So really providing our team with the tools they need to succeed, not only here at work, but when they go home and can live a full, well-rounded life while staying in this career.
This FEMA grant was created to provide funding directly to fire departments and districts to help them increase the number of trained frontline firefighters available. In Umatilla County, Riley Fitzgerald, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Riley. And Hunt says right now the application closes January 10th for incoming firefighters and paramedics. Also in Oregon, you could soon see cameras on school buses. The new Oregon state law is not a requirement, but it allows districts to install cameras on school buses to crack down on drivers who pass buses that are stopped. Videos showing drivers blow past buses, narrowly missing kids have gone viral, and a teen told lawmakers it happened to him, and it ultimately sparked the Oregon legislature to pass a bill allowing school districts to install cameras outside of the school buses. In education news, WSU Tri-Cities is introducing a new initiative designed to empower local students to create pathways to academic success. Now, university officials say the Impact Scholars Program is part of a bigger plan that the university has for its campus. The university is asking donors to join the program by pledging $50,000, and this is to provide high school seniors wanting to go into WSU Tri-Cities the opportunity to help out with tuition costs, as well as giving them access to learning opportunities or mentorship.
This scholarship is not based on traditional things like GPA, although we do want students who are dedicated to excelling in their field. This is really focused on students who have overcome significant barriers or have very clear ideas of how they want to make an impact in their community, in their family, and beyond.
The scholarship will be open to high school seniors in the Tri-Cities school districts and surrounding areas, and officials say they are aiming to give 4 students the scholarship. The university is also celebrating its first donation from the Ohl Family Foundation. A new law in Washington set to go into effect could put the RV and trucking company in a tight spot. Starting on January 1st, the state of Washington could stop the sales of new RVs and large trucks powered by diesel or gasoline. This comes after Washington decided to follow emission regulations modeled by California. The new rule will affect vehicles over 8,500 pounds, and the CEO of the Washington Truckers Association says this rule is putting the cart before the horse.
That is a mandate directly on manufacturers to produce and sell an increasing number of zero-emission vehicles.
Coming up tonight, Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen takes a deeper look into the law and how this will also affect agriculture in our community. And up next on Good Morning Northwest, if you know someone who geeks out over the latest technology gadgets, we know exactly what you can get them if you haven't gotten their Christmas present yet. Those items are up next after the break.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Is your home in need of a remodel? Then transform your living space with help from Costless Carpet.
Have you heard about Costless Carpet's new Rhino SPC? It's changing the flooring industry. Durable, waterproof, with amazing looks that are blowing our customers away. Rhino SPC has 20 and 30 mil wear layers, making it more durable and easy to install. Costless Carpet stocks over 25 different visuals and has wide planked woods and 12 by 24 tile designs too. To find your nearest store, visit costlesscarpet.com.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on an efficient CR-V hybrid, Spirited Accord hybrid, sporty Civic Hybrid, and the all-electric Prologue. Don't wait. Turn your dreams into reality with a new Honda, named KBB.com's best overall EV and hybrid brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, West Richland, Pasco, and Hermiston. It's time to start thinking of gifts for your friends and family. Smoke City for Less has all kinds of great ideas, like favorite character bags, trays, accessories, candles, and incense. And if your loved one is hard to shop for, get them a gift card so they can get what they want. Lowest prices and the largest selection of vape mods and the best batteries, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. Check them out this season. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Are you feeling sad or down during the winter months? Losing interest in just about everything? It could be seasonal affective disorder. Find ways to combat SAD at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Seasonal Depression Awareness Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Soon it could be illegal to buy new motorhomes, heavy-duty trucks, and some farm equipment in Washington.
What the bill did was mandate California Air Resources.
Reporter Dan Henson digs deeper.
It's just not feasible.
Apple Valley News Now tonight after football.
Step into the Prosser House, where great food meets comfortable atmosphere. We invite you to relax in our cozy space. From classic dishes to chef-inspired creations, and now we're raising the bar, literally. With our newly renovated bar, we're serving up crafted cocktails, your favorite local brews, and award-winning wines. Plus, we're proud to announce that the Prosser House is your restaurant showdown champion. Special night out or just a break from cooking, experience the award-winning difference at the Prosser House.
We're the new hosts of Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Each week, we'll help the family by helping them build new homes. Are you guys ready to your new house? This is what home feels like.
We just love waking up holiday mornings with you.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. Good morning, America. Happy holidays from all of us here at Good Morning America.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. All right, let's go ahead and take you on a tour of the travel forecast over the next few days. We'll start off in Seattle, where temperatures are going to have a hard time making it to 50 degrees, or at least making it to 55 degrees. And it's going to be pretty dry for today, but chances for wet weather looking likely in a Tuesday and Wednesday. Down in Portland, really the same forecast. This says 0. I don't know why. It should be like 10 to 20%, but then much better chances for rainfall in a Tuesday and Wednesday. It's going to be the same temperature range that we saw in Seattle. And we'll take it across the state to Spokane, where these highs are going to have a hard time making it to 45 degrees. It's looking pretty wet for Christmas Eve, but mostly dry for Christmas Day. Overnight lows making it down, dropping down into the mid-30s. Okay, here's your zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast within our neck of the woods. Temperatures today in Kittitas County going to span from the upper 30s to the mid-40s. Should be foggy for much of the day in the Kittitas Valley. And then for the mountains, it'll be breezy, winds gusting out of the south and east upwards of 25 miles per hour. We'll have a chance of showers during the morning. And then in the Yakima Valley, dry for today. The upper valley could be socked in with fog for a lot of the day. These highs are going to be into the mid-40s. Should be dry in the lower Columbia Basin, maybe even seeing a decent amount of sunshine later into the day. High temperatures getting up around 50 degrees. And then a morning chance of showers for the foothills and for the Blues, but the rest of the day should be dry. Winds gusting out of the south and east upwards of 20 miles per hour. Those wind gusts will ramp up overnight. I'll tell you just how fast they could be coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. Now, finding the perfect gift for the tech lover on your list can feel overwhelming with all the great options out there. So if you haven't finished your shopping yet, you are in luck. The tech experts at Consumer Reports are sharing some advice for getting gadgets and their favorite tech picks this holiday season.
Whether you're shopping for a die-hard techie or someone aspiring to be one, there's a tech gift out there for them. No matter what you choose, CR's experts say it's important to know your audience.
Just make sure it's within their comfort level, that it's going to be easy enough for them to figure out how to use it.
Another tip is to try to match the lifestyle of the person that you're shopping for.
You also want to make sure if you're gifting someone a piece of tech that it pairs with whatever tech they already have.
If someone on your list loves watching movies and shows, CR's head of TV testing, Matt Ferretti, says the Roku Ultra is at at the top of the streaming media device ratings.
For around $100, you get a lot of the high-end features on a streaming player that we typically only see on more expensive streaming media devices. I also really like that it has an easy-to-use interface, especially if I'm getting it as a gift for someone else, because I wind up being tech support for everyone I buy a gift for.
For those working from home, CR Tech editor Nicholas DeLeon is a big fan of his Steelcase Series 1 office chair. He likes its breathable fabric and wheels that stay put on his hardwood floors.
My favorite feature is that I can lean pretty far back in the chair while also flailing my arms out.
For the light sleepers in your life, CR Tech editor Courtney Lindwall loves her Soundcore Sleep A20 earbuds, which play noise-masking sounds throughout the night.
They're really kind of bendable, soft, and they tuck nicely in your ear, and they are comfortable for the whole night.
One last tip before giving a tech gift this year:
unbox the product and set it up in advance to save you a headache later on.
Because one less holiday headache is a gift everyone wants. This is Marcy Whalen.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, egg prices are up almost $1 more than from the start of the year. We have the average price and why it's increased after the break. The first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your full weather forecast. Keep it right here.
It's beginning to look a lot like savings during the holiday sale at Furniture Row. Stop in today because everything is on sale. Or get 48 months no interest financing. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. Happy holidays from Furniture Row.
'Twas just before Christmas, and the sale even Scrooge can't afford to miss is coming!
From 6 p.m. until the wee hour tonight, it's Griggs' famous all-night sale.
And all day today and tonight, Griggs is taking a whopping 25% off all toys. Check today's paper for spectacular hourly specials, unbelievable discounts, and gifts at clearance prices.
And all day and all night tonight, an extra 25% off all toys.
So don't go to sleep. Come to Griggs' famous all-night sale until the wee hours. Griggs, 801 West Columbia Street, Pasco.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Unwrap smoother skin this season with Curve Appeal. Imagine flawless, touchable skin with pain-free laser hair removal using our new Splendor X machine. Right now, sessions starting as low as $60. Only 6 sessions needed. Don't wait. It's the perfect treat for yourself or someone special. And for the holidays, give the gift of confidence and beauty with our Curve Appeal gift certificates. Book now and let us bring out your holiday glow with Splendor X. CurveAppealTC.com.
Save now for your Christmas holiday at Bi-Mart. 30% off all winter socks, sleepwear, robes, thermals, and slippers. Store-wide Christmas savings are happening now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book.
And Doug.
Whoa, we moved. We're in a parade. Everyone, customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Customize and save.
And then I wake up.
And you have this dream every night?
Yeah, every night.
I see.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
It's the holiday sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, everything is on sale, like the budget-friendly Summit Eurotop, easy on the wallet for only $379.99, or get 48 months no interest financing and free shipping. The holiday sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Look out past ski area on Fly the Northwest Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and step you through the forecast. We have a lot to talk about. So for today, we'll have small chances of rain this morning in the Cascades, Blues, and Blue foothills, but it'll be a mostly dry day. And then for tonight, rain starts to pick up this evening across the map, likely reaching peak intensity after midnight. Snow levels will mostly be up around 5,000 feet overnight, so snow likely won't impact Snoqualmie Pass or Cabbage Hill, but we can't rule out a light glaze of freezing rain during the mid to late evening for Snoqualmie Pass. And I think the bigger impact from tonight is going to be the winds gusting out of the south and southeast, upwards of 45 miles per hour for the Cascades, 50 miles per hour for the Blues, up to 35 miles per hour for the Blue Foothills. So we certainly could see some downed tree limbs or some spotty power outages. And the wind gusts will linger into tomorrow, but overall they should be weaker. And then for tomorrow, Christmas Eve will be a wet day, especially to start, and will trend drier after lunchtime, although that process could take a little bit longer for the Cascades, Blues, and Blue Foothills. And then for Christmas Eve night, a few light rain showers could be left over in the lower Columbia Basin and Blue Foothills during the mid to late evening, but lower elevation should be mostly dry. Snow levels will likely drift below 3,000 and 3,500 feet, so we could see a transition to snow for Snoqualmie Pass and Cabbage Hill by the early to mid evening, and snow will likely end in the Blues before midnight. Meanwhile, it could last through the night in the Cascades. Okay, now on to some of the snowfall totals we're thinking for Monday and Tuesday. Between 3 to 6 inches of snow for US 2 and US 12, between 1 to 2 inches for Interstate 90 and US 97, probably less than a couple of inches for our Blue Mountain passes. Here's some of the water totals we're thinking for Monday and Tuesday. Between 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch for the valleys, between 1/4 to 1/2 for the Basin and Foothills, also for the Cascades, and between 1/2 to 3/4 in the Blue Mountains. Here are additional totals we're thinking for Christmas Day. 3 to 4 inches of snow for Snoqualmie Pass, less than an inch of snow for Cabbage Hill, definitely more for passes above 3,500 feet. And then in terms of the water for Christmas Day, not much doing for lower elevations or the Blues, but anywhere between 1 inch to 1.5 inches of water for the Cascades. Then we have another storm system for Thursday and Friday. With this one, snow levels bounce between 3,500 to 4,000 feet, 2 to 3 inches of snow for Snoqualmie Pass, less than 1 inch for Cabbage Hill, but again, much more for those passes above 3,500 feet. And then in terms of the water we could get for this one, my goodness, definitely a much wetter storm system, especially for the Blues, but especially for the Cascades. Upwards of 2 to 2.5 inches of water. And then we have another storm system, folks, into Saturday and Sunday. So it just kind of keeps on coming at this point. And the high temperatures staying about 5 to 15 degrees above average for this time of the year. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Mostly dry Christmas Day, then wetter and warmer for Thursday and beyond. In Yakima, small shower chances Christmas Day, then rain likely Thursday through Saturday. In Ellensburg, the same cycle as Yakima. Small rain chances Christmas Day, then rain likely past Thursday. In Hermiston, a mostly dry holiday, then wetter and warmer starting the day after Christmas. Then for Walla Walla, also mostly dry Christmas Day, but our pattern turns wetter again starting Thursday.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 5:51. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour. We're going to start off with the top 5 local stories that you need to know this morning. In Benton County, there has been an increase in crashes near the intersection of East 27th Avenue and Oak Street. Benton County Sheriff's Office deputies say failing to stop at the stop sign is the main contributing factor. Because of this, BCSO will be doing traffic enforcements at the four-way intersection and surrounding area. Over the next few weeks, drivers will see more deputies conducting traffic. The city of Umatilla is soft launching its new pedestrian bridge this morning. It spans along the Umatilla River, connecting the South Hill region to downtown. It's meant to be safe and scenic for walkers and cyclists. This construction started after the bridge was damaged by floods in 2019 and 2020. The final improvements will happen in the spring. Also in Umatilla, a business that's been around for 4 years is finally getting its own storefront. Greater Purpose Heating and Cooling offers not only heating and cooling systems, but also repair systems, and it's been continuously growing. A ribbon cutting was hosted by the Umatilla Chamber of Commerce, and the building is located at 1271 6th Street. A new state law that's set to go into effect could put the RV and trucking company in a tight spot. Starting January 1st, Washington could stop the sales of new RVs and large trucks powered by diesel or gasoline. This comes after the state decided to follow emission regulations modeled by California. The new rule will affect vehicles over 8,500 pounds, and coming up in our evening newscast tonight, we'll have more on this law and how it'll affect agriculture locally. And if you like looking at Christmas lights and singing carols, listen to this. The Neighborhood Carol Drive is taking place in Kennewick all through December. It's along the streets of Garfield and Kent, also 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th. There are about 78 unique houses that you can look at with your family, and children are welcome to take pictures with the house lights. Now to your national headlines this morning. The price of eggs has gone up. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, a dozen of grade A eggs now cost an average of $3.65. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. That's up from $2.52 at the start of the year, and experts say bird flu is the major cause for these price hikes. Sorry again. The outbreak has wiped out flocks of egg-laying hens, causing wholesale prices to climb. And the House Ethics Committee report on former Representative Matt Gaetz is expected to be released today. The committee secretly voted earlier this month to release the report after the final House voting day of the year, which is a reversal from the decision in November to keep it under wraps. And the report is an investigation into Gaetz' alleged drug use and sexual misconduct, among other things, which Gaetz has denied. It's rare for a report to be released after a member has left the chamber, but not unheard of. In your business news, if you never received your stimulus check in 2021, you may still be able to get it. The IRS plans to send recovery rebate credits to 1 million people who never got their check, and the maximum payment is $1,400 per person. If you're eligible, you will get a letter in the mail, and payments will go out automatically via direct deposit or paper check. Members of Starbucks Workers United had their first strike in 13 months, and it could spread to hundreds of stores. The protest is a push by workers who want the company to honor a framework for a first union contract. The union has won the right to represent workers at around 500 stores, but that's a fraction of the 10,000 company-owned stores. In your health headlines, the Affordable Care Act is on track for another year of record signups. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services say 16.6 million people enrolled for coverage beginning January 1st. Open enrollment will continue through January 15th. If you enroll now, coverage will begin in February of 2025. All right, trending this morning, Santa who? A family in Virginia got a Christmas surprise when a real-life owl replaced their star ornament.
He really said, "I'm the star." So take a look at this. The Annual Welfare League of Arlington released these pictures on Instagram.
The organization said this barred owl swooped into a home and perched atop the tree after knocking down the star, and one of the animal welfare officers was able to gently capture the owl and release it back into the wild.
So you may wonder, how did this bird of prey get inside? The animal welfare officials remind homeowners to keep a lid over their chimneys during the winter season. This can prevent critters from coming to visit, but Santa can maneuver through just because he knows how.
Exactly. He can still do that, but not the owls. And this story cracks me up because my fiance Chris always takes pictures. He loves wildlife photography, so he takes pictures of these barred owls, and that would be a dream come true if an owl just came in and sat on the tree and was the star.
And that doesn't look like that big of a bird, but owls
humongous.
Big.
Yeah, and those talons, crazy. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, the police chief of Madison, Wisconsin made national headlines last week after a school shooting at an elementary school. But now that chief is heading to Seattle to serve as police chief there. And we have the details coming up in our 6 o'clock hour.
And we have a few light showers out there for this morning, but it should be a mostly dry day. We're tracking a lot of active weather for tonight. I'll tell you what that means coming up.